Hello, everybody. My name is Connor, and we are here with RP Kid versus RP Uta. So this list is a little different. I will post the updated list down below for you guys. But yeah, we added more killers, and they are so good. In fact, in this killer search, I will take killer. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, don't know if I'm actually able to take that killer, because I'm pretty sure killer searcher says besides killer. So possibly a misplay there. We'll see. Which I know I mentioned previously, but in the prior two games, I forgot that putting ramped that Dawn back resting as opposed to blocker kid that ramps it back active. So simple mistake. Thankfully, pretty casual scene, pretty casual couple of tournaments, and this is not even a tournament game. So Uta is gonna go ahead and grab the Shanks there, the Shanks that just pops a character. Pretty solid Shanks, I like that Shanks, and pass turn. We are gonna draw into a 2K Kamazo, which is great, you love to see it, and this is looking like a pretty good turn to play our Eustass kid. 3 Dawn is, I know you guys can't see it, I was having some trouble that day, so didn't get the best angle on this game, but we end up taking our own life, playing down Eustass kid, ramping the Dawn active, and swinging 5 in the life. No leader ability. Want to keep my Dawn up. I'd like to, be able to stay in a higher Dawn area, but feeling pretty good about this hand. We do have a lot more counter. We are going to be able to drop Eustass kid, the blocker, on the field if we want to go that way, or we can drop killer to get some aggression. Not really sure what the Uta list looks like. Clearly, if they're playing the Uta Searcher, I am assuming that there's a good amount of red-haired blockers, or red-haired pirates, excuse me, not blockers. But if you don't know what Uta's ability is, she can trash a film card to minus a character, I want to say by 2,000 off the top of my head. I'm not sure if that's right, but she has to trash a film card, so... Oh, and then she's going to ramp a Dawn. We're going to go ahead and take that hit. I think she might negate. She might minus a character and ramp a Dawn, I think. I'm not sure. I'll put a picture of her up if I remember during editing, but we are going to be at 6 Dawn, so good opportunity to play the Eustass kid blocker if we want to do that. Swinging 6, we're going to get the 2k out of his hand. And we are down to 3 life already, but that just means that Eustass kid is online. We'll go ahead, and I think this sequencing messed up a little bit, but we're happy to just get that Dawn back. We're going to swing 7, I think, at lead and get a life off of Uta. Just trying to see which RP deck is the best overall, I guess. It's always fun to play some off-meta decks with some fun leaders that you just enjoy. So yeah, having a really fun time with kid. Just a lot of fun. So he's gonna go ahead and drop the Rayleigh, which allows him to draw 2 cards because I have 2 characters with a cost of 6,000, or power 6,000 or more. He's gonna go ahead and trash the film searcher. Swinging 7, I think. 7 into kid, who is minus, and that is a trashing 1 to ramp. And minusing, oh yeah, he's gonna minus the blocker kid, trying to get that block out. I'm just gonna go ahead and counter, keep both of the kids up. And we do have some kid and killers in our hand, which, if we can get him to take 1 more life, Kid and Killer is online, so pretty nice option there. Looks like we are at about 8 Dawn now. Once again, sorry, my camera did not see the Dawn. I will make sure I get a better angle from now on. Still getting used to the new stand, and always feel a little rushed to make sure my stand is placed. Don't want to be fiddling with it too much when my opponent is waiting, so... we have a couple of options. I'm thinking that this might be a good turn for killer. Looks like we have another killer. Might be a good turn to drop a couple kid and killers. So, yeah, definitely gonna have to look at the killer searcher versus the killer card. That was something I didn't think about until right now. So we're going to go ahead and poke 5, see if we can get a counter out of hand, see if maybe they want to go ahead and take a life. We are going to get a Rayleigh out of hand, so I'm okay with that. And there I am doing math, dude. Mathing so hard. And I'm going to swing a lot here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm swinging 10 at life. We're going to see if I can do something here, and he's going to end up on take, and the best part is killer's going to come down. We're going to minus a Dawn, but another 10. So 2 10k swings from lead. Killer is just so good. I think he's so unexpected by a lot of people and can really apply a lot of pressure. It's pretty easy to get the, it's pretty easy to catch people off guard. So gotta make sure I can search that killer with other killer. I'm thinking not, because it's just killer besides killer, so that was a error, as I mentioned. Still playing with a lot of cards I'm not used to, such as the 3-cost pudding. So we are gonna see what we can do here. He's already down to 1 life. We have 3, but he is at 10 Dawn. He is ramping better than we are. I feel like without like Kid on the board, we do lack a little bit of ramp. I know I have a couple of Bond Clays in here, and the 3-cost Kid helps us ramp a bit, but yeah, we mostly need ways to stay up, which Shanks is going to go ahead and pop the Kid blocker, making it harder for us to stay up. Gonna go ahead, swing into leader, trashing a film card to minus Eustass Kid, and I'm just gonna let him go. I've got 2 Kid and killers. That's gonna help us be more aggressive, and getting a Miss Double Finger. Miss Double Finger is in there right now because I don't want to switch my Usohachis. Granted, Usohachi, much better card, but I'm worried about messing up my Purple Luffy deck, and that's my sweat deck. So it looks like we're gonna be at about 8 Dawn or 9 Dawn now. So pretty good option. All right, we have a couple of good options. We could drop 2 Kid and killers, and I think that's what we're gonna do. Is we're just gonna go really aggressive. Go ahead, poke 5 here. See if we can get him to rest the Rayleigh blocker he has. Gonna get the 1k out in the what is her name? Baccarat blocker. We're gonna go ahead, drop Kid and killer, swinging 7 at lead, just providing a lot of pressure on his life right now. He does have the blocker in that Rayleigh, but his hand size getting really low. Our hand is looking plenty full of counters, which is good. And yeah, we do have the Kid and killer, and we do have a Dawn to add on. So he ends up taking the Kid and killer swing. So we're gonna do it one more time with feeling 7 with the Kid and killer. And we're going to see if he's going to go ahead and block. He is going to block and counter. And we will go 5, 6, 7, 8. So we will go 8 at lead, seeing if they can counter out of that. And they do. Definitely a little worrisome here, but I think if we can get rid of the Rayleigh blocker, I think we'll be okay for the most part. Granted, if the Miss Double Fingers were Usohachis, I think we potentially could have won there. Probably swing. Potentially. I'd have to do the math. I'd have to really think about that, and thinking is very hard. So, but I don't hate the Miss Double Finger, and I got those Judge Miss Double Fingers and never get to use them. So, figured why not, and if we got them out of trigger, help us ramp a little bit. Didn't think it was the worst option, since Usohachis, last I checked, were like really expensive. And I don't want to take cards out of my Purple Luffy deck. It's my main deck, so you know, it is tough. So definitely a little concerned about what he's doing here. Going to go ahead and drop 3 for another blocker, which is rough, and that allows him to trash a card for 2k counter, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely going to be a little harder to finish him off now. He'll go ahead and swing 7 potentially. 7 into Kid and killer, and I'm just going to let that Kid and killer go. feeling like it's a little more... I'd be more inclined to keep my counter to protect my life. And yeah, here comes a big swing with Uta. I'm going to go ahead and counter out of that swing with Uta. And the 10 from Shanks into Kid and Killer. Yep, forcing Kid and Killer to swing into Shanks. And we do end up getting another killer. So that is a good option of a good way, a decent way to provide a lot of pressure there. But we'll see what we decide to do. I'm thinking, ideally, I think like 6 with, yeah, okay, 6 with killer is we're gonna swing 6 with killer at life, trying to get rid of a blocker, one of the blockers, and then we are gonna put the rest onto Eustass Kid, I think, there. And yeah, he is thinking he's gonna go ahead and blocker, use the what is her name, Baccarat blocker, to use that Shanks as a counter, swinging very aggressively with Kid there. I gotta do the math. We're gonna minus that Dawn from Kid from Killer, excuse me, not Kid and Killer, and get that block. And I'm thinking at this moment we are gonna drop the killer, -1, restand, swing again, get the block, and then we're just gonna swing 2 into Uta, just make sure that he can't have the option to clear or to swing with multiple characters there, unless he plays the Rush Shanks, which is a pretty good possibility. I feel like in this deck, in the Uta, the Red-Purple Uta deck, I feel like you're probably running a lot of that Shanks support. So the 5k looking like it's coming in. And yeah, I'm just looking to see what I have, see if I'm going to see another Kid and Killer. I am running dragons in this list, so I'd like to see dragon, but yep, we're going to give him the 2k for the 5. Swinging into life will take getting a heat, not very helpful, and 10 into life we're going to take getting another killer. So the miss all Sunday, all he has left in his hand, and we have it. So yeah, overall pretty happy with that game. I like having multiple killers. As I said, I need to, now that I'm actually like thinking about it, out of the moment, out of the stress, I don't know if killer can grab that killer card, which is a bummer. That's a great card, and not being able to grab killer would definitely hurt the deck. But yeah, I will see about that. And yeah, you know, this is a fun deck. I'm still figuring out, still learning, playing a lot of cards I haven't really played with before. A lot of the Eustass Kid package there. And yeah, still learning, and that's what we do here. So that is going to do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you next time. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.